So, Umi, how did you get started in the game, man?
Man, shit. That's a good question, man. I've been in the game so long, man. I got in the game in the late '90s. I was blessed. I got with a crew of rappers in
Hmm.
Connecticut, and we used to open up for all the big rappers. They used to come through, and they used to fuck with us. So I met Smith and Wesson. I met a lot of rappers, and then when I came to New York. I wanted to be a rapper so bad. I just was in the street and I was just trying to find anybody. And we had a little situation with Shelter Music that
Hmm.
was Sony, and I was able to get in the room with some people because it was Sony, and that's how through that affiliation Sony shit, I met a few artists, and later on, I was able to, not that much later, but I was able to meet Dead Prez. And then as my thing started dwindling, because that's how the industry goes, they
Right.
started like trying to help me, and they brought me into their movement.
Hmm.
And man, they let me run with the reins for a little bit, and I was able to get a lot of information and get a lot of strength as it relates to putting out my own shit, and
Uh-huh.
then trying jump into my own career, which I did around 2013. I got my solo deal in '08, I think '07, and then I tried to jump into that until around 13, 14, and then I ended up doing other things.
Where you originally from? Cause you're not from BK, right?
Now, originally I'm from Alabama, man. That's why my shit is how it is. Like
Yeah.
I'm from like the dirty, dirty South originally. I'm from Alabama through
Okay.
Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, uh, racism and poverty is like the two biggest things I know.
Uh
So
huh.
like when it comes down to what I do and how I present myself, those things be the catalyst of everything. They like if they fuel me, man. So I can't be out here, and I mean I could be out here just trying to get a Bentley and roll around, but the shit that I do, it gotta be beneficial to the people that's gonna come after me, and it gotta be in harness and in light of the strong cast that I studied that came before me. So that's that Alabama, Mississippi shit, that dirty South shit. Being called a nigga for real my whole life, and then taking that and making something positive out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm from, man. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
How did you end up working with Dead Prez?
Oh man, so yeah, so like I said, we was in some of the same circles, and really my brother Didon, me and him was fucking around, and he took me to meet M1, and then we just started clicking, and then me and Stick started writing a book together,
Mm.
and we wrote a book of African names. He gonna die when he see that. We wrote a book of African names, put it out, and then we started doing other shit like whatever, all kind of shit, and then he just one day they was like, "Yo, we want you to go on tour with us." And then I wasn't doing shit, and I was like, all right, so I ended up starting to go on tour with them, DJing, and then like because we ain't have nobody to hold cats down, I started kind of road managing, and
Mm.
then I started running the whole business because I could write contracts, I could read contracts, and that led to me, just kind of doing the business, and I love that part of it. That's what kind of today I do. That's what led to what I do today. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So I'm very appreciative of those moments I had with them, man, because they taught me a fucking lot. You know what I'm saying?
And these days I've been seeing you doing the jazz thing. What instrument you playing? Is that the sax?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That the alto sax. I'm trying to get on that soprano too, but that alto sax shit. That's been in me for some years.
Hmm.
I played it since like the seventh grade, really. But I really played in like '94. I played in like the Duke Ellington Orchestra. I played in some shit like back then. But I ain't really fuck with it until maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I picked it back up,
Right.
and And then last year we started this band called the Soundtracks of Life, man. This shit is like Coltrane meet Tupac, you know what I'm saying? And we infuse speeches and jazz and raps and hip hop, and the shit is dope. And we was doing a lot of shows and shit before the COVID shit hit. But right now we producing movies, doing soundtracks and shit. I mean. There's a band, right? So we can pretty much do any goddamn thing. So we always working, and we grateful. I'm grateful to be able to tap into that world. You know what I mean. So that's what you could check me doing in the next, especially next year. That's what I'm gonna be on, that sax shit. You know what I'm saying?
What do you have coming up for like a new project? Is it gonna be like a jazz album or like
Man, tell you
with
the
the same?
truth, the music shit is like in the back for me, man. The music shit is something I'm doing to inspire people. Um, Inspiration is first when I'm doing that. I got a book that I'm coming out with 2021.
Okay.
That's the first thing that we pushing. Um, I got a movie that's coming out on Wednesday with HBO Urban Film Festival. It's a short film. So we pushing that. I'm shooting a film next month, the first weekend of October. We're shooting a film called Crossing the Color Lines. And so we doing more shit like that. Not to mention, man, I'm getting my PhD from NYU. So all of those things keep a motherfucker extremely busy, man. And so I'm just pushing forward with something different. And I want to be a catalyst of change. You know what I'm saying? I want people to look at me and feel invigorated about my work ethic, about what I'm bringing to the table, about the messages that I'm bringing, about the way I can dibble and dabble in the shit. I could be there rapping if that's what it takes. I could pull out the sax. I could write the contract. I could bring a crew together. I could motherfucking cook. You know what I mean? Like whatever it takes. And I'll pull out the broom and sweep the fucking room if that's what's needed at that moment, man. And I want to inspire more people to be like that, man. Just, do whatever is needed to see the success of our community come around. I think that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
At the time you had this cigar shop. Are you still? Is it still on with that?
Man, first of all, I want to shout out Habana Ninos.
Hmm.
It's always going to be on with that because through the shop was around for a totality of, we had a shop, a physical location for 5 years, but we the club we had that derived before the shop, it still exists, and that's just a bunch of really really true to themselves black men and women that just support each other, and we support the history of the cigar world. And so yeah, we still do shit, but the actual spot that I had in Bed Stuy, we closed it, man. Very fortunate for us. We closed it right before COVID, and we had a dick face landlord too. I want to shout him out, because he was a dick face, and I want to shout him out because like he don't even know to this day, like he on borrowed time. But I want to shout him out because he really helped me like just push forward in my ventures of life. You know what I mean? And the cigar world was really good to me, man. But it was a very predictable world, and it required a lot from me, and it was very unhealthy as well. Just because I did it the most. And so because of that, I was able to really galvanize to a new whole level, man, because of that whole Habana Ninos moment. You know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out everybody on Tompkins Avenue. It's true black commerce going on Tompkins Avenue in Bed-Stuy as well. And so I tell everybody all day, go to Tompkins Avenue and support that block. They doing some real good shit. And it goes from like Gates all the way to Decatur. It's all black businesses except for a couple of them, and even those two or three white ones, they know what time it is. So Go support that. Support your local businesses and shit. Support the cats that's out here trying to, keep our motherfucking neighborhood thriving. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the cigar shit did. We upped the ante on that block. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I'm thankful that we was able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Anything else you want to tell the people to look out for?
And just look out for me in general. I got a bunch of shit coming, man. This is a good time for me. It's been a bad time for us as a society, but those that's sitting back and that's using this time not to be locked down, but to be locked in, you know what I mean, into yourself, you know what I mean? Find out what you good at doing and do it, you know what I'm saying? Push
Right.
yourself to a new level. And don't wait around. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to tell cats more than anything, more than buying my shit, more than supporting me. Don't wait around for nothing. Do whatever you want to do to thrive towards making yourself and your community, your family better. Cause that's what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Right now. You know what I'm saying? And look out for the RBG emblem. Anything that's RBG. Look out for People Army Collective. That's coming next. You know what I'm saying? Look
Mm-hmm.
out for my man Yasin Bey's new album. That's coming. You know what I'm saying? And look out for my brother Stickman. He got his last album was Off the Hook. That RBG Fit Club shit is real. Go and check and
Right.
support him. And support each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what's and support my man Madsol. I appreciate you, man. It's been a minute. Let's get in the studio and get something grinding. You know what I'm saying? I'm back on it.
That's what's up. And as far as for social media, how the people can find you?
So it's UmiRBG. That's on all handles. That's Facebook, Instagram. I'm not really a social media guy. I just got on it. I actually just got my man Yasin on it. He's on it. Follow him too. He just got on the gram. Uh, we just got Dave Chappelle on it. They don't we don't really do social media, man. I had my shop on it for some years, so I'm familiar with it. But I'm just now getting into it, so I could use the followers. Go out there and follow me, man. And I got inspiring content too. You know what I'm saying? My shit is either funny or it's gonna make you laugh or it's gonna make you think about motivating your life. You know what I'm saying? So check for that shit. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the love, man, for sure, for sure. Rat, 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 rat. The world, the universe. Stand up. It's your boy Umi. We on the Better Show podcast. Let's get it.